Hello class, this is the first video covering section 3.1, linear functions. More specifically, we're going to learn how to graph linear functions. We've already completed a few graphs in previous lectures or previous videos. One method we knew was we took the function and we made a table of values which resulted in ordered pairs, and then we plotted those ordered pairs. We also learned how to find the x and the y intercepts and then plot each of those points and connect the dots. But now we're going to try something different. Right? The first thing we're going to do is we're going to graph a linear equation given the slope and a point on the line. So maybe pause the video for a moment to take a look at the yellow definition box. Right? So if we're given a slope and a point on the line, we can go to the point and then use the slope, right? So from that point, we'll either rise or fall some number of units, and then we'll go to the right or to the left some number of units, right? Rise means up or down, run means left or right. Up for the rise is positive, down for the rise is negative, to the right for the run is positive, and to the left for the run is negative. So let's see this in practice. If you look at example 1, you're given the point -1, right? So if I go to -1, 3, that's a point up here. And then if my slope is -2, remember, -2 can be written as -2/1 or 2/-1. So thinking about rise over run, right, I can go down 2 units. So my rise is -2, and I can go over 1 unit, right? That's my rise over my run. I could also go up 2 units, 1, 2, and to the left 1 unit, right? And I always will end up on the line, right? So I can go down 2 and over 1, or I can go up 2 and over 1, and I'll always be on the line, okay? So let's jump to the next page. So let's try problem number 1. I'm going to open up some graph paper here. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, there we go. And I'll rewrite the problem on the side here. Okay, so we were given the point 3, 0, and the slope was -2/3. So the first thing we want to do is find our point 3, 0. Oops. So here is, it looks like 1, 2, here's 3, 0. And then since our slope is -2/3, remember it's rise over run. So we could either go down 2 and to the right 3, or we can go up 2 and to the left 3. So from this point, I'm going to do both. I'm going to go down 2. So here's 1, 2, and to the right 3. 1, 2, 3. So here's a point. So now that I have 2 points, I can draw my line. Let's get our line tool out and do something like this. It's not going to be a Picasso, but I'll do the best I can. Right, something like that. Right? Maybe try and do a better job of getting through the 2 points. But that's my line. Now, let's say I didn't want to go down 2 and over 3. We could try something else, right? I can also do up 2 and over 3. Let me just change my ink here, right? For the last example, I did down 2 and over 3, but now I will do up 2 and over 3. So up 1, 2, over 1, 2, 3. You notice whether I go up 2 and over 3 or if I go down 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, I'm still on the same line, right? All of these points fall on the same line. Let's see if I can do a better job here of trying to connect this. That's not bad, right? And that's my line. All right, so I'm going to definitely ask you to do this on a test or a quiz. Maybe we'll practice one more. How about we try number 2? Okay, so I want to try this one. All right, a line with a slope of 2 passing through the point 1, -1. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to try to find a line that has a slope of 2 that goes through the point 1, -1. So here's 1, -1. right? There's that point. And my slope is 2, but remember, this can be written as 2 over 1. So my rise is 2, and my run is 1. So if I go up 2, 1, 2, and then over 1, there's a point, right? Up 2 over 1. See how these points all fall in the same line? Now let's try to connect the dots. Again, it's not going to look like a Picasso here, but this is my best work. And there's my line, okay? So that's how you are able to graph given a point and a slope. Okay, so that was us graphing with a point and a slope. What about a slope and a y-intercept, right? If I have a slope and a y-intercept, can I come up with a graph? And the answer is yes, we can. All right, so let's take a look at some of these problems. All right, so we'll do example 2A and maybe 2B. Okay, so our B was -3, so that means our graph is going to cross the y-axis at -3. So you could even think of this as, if I wanted to write this as an ordered pair, I could write 0, -3, right? And I go down to -3, here's my dot. Now, if my slope is 2 over 3, think of this as rise over run. I'm going to rise 1, 2 units and run 1, 2, 3 units. There's a point. I can do it again. Up 2, 1, 2 over 3. 1, 2, 3. There's a point. And then we connect the dots and we should be good to go. Boom. There's our line. Okay? Okay, so that was example 2A. So the slope was +2/3 and the y-intercept was -3. Now they make a slight change here. Our slope is -2/3, but our b is still the same, -3. So I'm going to put a point at -3. Let me just get my pen tool. So we still have the same point at -3, but this time my rise over run could either be -2 over 3 or +2 over -3. Either one, I'll just put a big or, will work. Right? If I use this one, I'm going to go up 2, 1, 2, and to the left 3, 1, 2, 3. And here's my point. If I decide to use this slope, I can go down 2, 1, 2, and over 3, 1, 2, 3. Notice how the points fall on the same line, either way, right? And then we can connect the dots. Let's see, something like that. There's my line. Okay, so you now know how to graph given a slope and a y-intercept or a slope and a point. So I'm going to end the video here and look for the next part 2 to finish up this section. Thank you for watching.